Hi, I'm Subhankar. I'm working in the capacity of Chief People Officer for Zoom Insurance Brokers Private Limited. About myself. This is the most important thing, the most difficult also to talk about yourself. I never thought that I will be in HR one day. Believe me. I wanted to be either a chemical engineer or a scientist. So that's what I wanted to be. My father is also, in fact, he was a civil engineer, and my grandfather was a mathematics teacher. So everybody was from the science background. So that's how I also had that passion of being into the science stream. I selected PCM as my subject in class 12th, and then I got selected in Regional Engineering College, Silchar. I took up Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering as my subject. I am the only child, so I was very pampered one. So hardly I have faced any challenges initially during my school days. And that's the reason I think all the challenges started coming after, I stepped into the college. So when I went, I started staying in hostel in the engineering college. So there were a lot of challenges, which I faced. Unfortunately, due to some personal reason, I missed out the campus interview. And friends, I would like to tell you that any professional institute, if you miss the campus, then all the hardships begin. So that is how, I started learning each and everything. So I missed out the campus interview. I started searching for job. Went here and there. Went first to Calcutta, then came to Delhi, then again went back to Calcutta, and finally I came to Delhi. So last 16 and a half years, almost 17 years I have been in Delhi. And I am very proud to say that whatever I am, obviously, there are a lot of blessings of my mother and father and my near and dear ones. But it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of energy and a lot of hard work to get settled in a place which is new to you. So when I came to Delhi, I was competing with, all the smart people, you can say. Delhi is a place where there is, you find the smartness. If you come, if you talk about India, you'll find most of the smart people, most of the people who are having a lot of personality, you'll find most of the people based out of North India. So I was competing with the best lot. So the most importantly, I tried finding out, what are my gray areas. I started working on the gray areas. I didn't knew the roads in Delhi also. So I had a bike at that time. So I started moving around in the bike and started understanding which road goes to what place. I did not have any contacts. So I started establishing the contacts also. Started, enrolling myself in different associations, started, attending meetings where I met people, started talking to them. And that is how, I started, all these activities. Initially, I started off my career in sales and operations. And I understood what are the challenges one faces, while working in a business development unit. And that is the reason why I feel that I am able to justify my position well. Because, when I talk to people who are in sales, and if they're facing any challenges, I can easily correlate with them. And I can help them much better than a person who has never experienced those things. So this is one very, very important learning which I had, which everybody should have, that if you don't, जिसे हम लोग हिंदी में कहते हैं जूते घिसना, if you don't dirty your shoes, you will not be able to understand it properly. You will know it superficially, but in order to understand it better, you need to go inside. I established very good connections with people, and one fine day, I got an opportunity to come into the HR department as an internal job posting, IJP. It's a very important thing. Many good organizations have it, and I think all organizations should have it. They should keep on revolving the jobs, responsibilities. If you find that people have got better skill sets and he or she can work better in some other department, they should be given this opportunity. So I got an opportunity, so I moved into the HR department. I was initially put into the talent acquisition team. So fortunate enough that I could understand what is human resource. I clearly understood. I would like to say about the kind of targets which I had. 150 to be recruited in a month. So I hope you can understand, what were the numbers we are talking about and how hard work you had to do. And you had to pick up from different sources. And at the same time, you had to ensure that there is a very good source mix. It should not be such that all the people are either hired from campus or all the people are hired from consultancy. It should be a very good source mix, evenly distributed. Because in HR we say that it should not be such that all the employees are coming through one source only, or all the people should be referred by one single person and all the people join in the same department, same company. So you need to have that in order to build a very good organizational culture. So I studied, I learned on the job, what is talent acquisition. And later on, during my journey, one of my senior moved to an NBFC as head of HR. And he told me that, Subhankar, there is a very important role which we have in setting up the business in Northern India. You will be heading the HR over there. Currently, we have got 28 branches and we have to scale it up to 304 branches. Would you take up this challenge? I was like little shocked. 28 branches, 304 branches we need to scale up. I asked, what is the timeline? He said that we are sitting in the month of January. If you come on board in the month of February or March, so maybe you will have to complete it latest by the calendar year. I asked, my second question was, what is the support I am getting? Do I have a portal? Do I have a consultant? So my superior, he told, there is nothing. You have to go all out and you have to get the candidates. I told, where all locations you will be opening up the branches? He told, any part of India. It can be a district, it can be a small village, it can be a place like Faridkot and Firozpur, which is very near to the border areas. And you have to travel all across. I told, what will be the team size? So he told, initially I can give you 1 or 2 people. Later on we will see if we can scale it up. So one more learning in my life. I came to understand that if you are able to take up challenges, you will learn much more. So it is something like the saying goes, no risk, no gain. It's like no pain, no gain. So I took the pain, I took the risk, left a very stable job, which I did for almost 4 years, and then joined this NBFC and successfully completed the operation. So it was one more learning lesson for me. And after completing around 8.5 years in the financial domain, I got an opportunity with the media industry, and I was recruited as head of human resource for that. Although the period in the media industry was very small, I stayed in that organization also. Nothing about the industry, but yes, I felt that financial industry is much more dynamic and an industry to be into, and my skill set lied in that industry. So I thought of coming back again to the financial domain. So hence, I have joined hands with Loom Insurance Broker, and I am currently working as a Chief People Officer, and my main role is to establish an organizational culture, to create a branding for the organization. Based on my work, I have been also awarded this year as the most influential HR in India, and I am aiming this year to get my company nominated as the best employer. And all the HR budding professionals who are listening to us, listening to me, I would request them that they should also have very high aspirations and high ambition, and really bash on regardless to get that thing done. All the best to you. Thank you so much. ठीक है ना? हाँ, हो गया? हाँ.